Hey guys, Joel here. So I wanted to make a video on what the best bindings in Rocket League are, especially for learning, especially if you're just starting. What can help you learn faster? So having intuitive button selections is something I don't think I've ever heard anyone really talk about, and I've selected the ones that I think are the best and will help you learn as quick as possible.
Okay, so you're new to Rocket League and you want to know what the easiest bindings to learn and use would be. In my opinion, these would be those. Now, the underlying principle that I used while designing which buttons to pair with which movements is that I want them to be intuitive and consistent. So intuitive, easy to understand, and easy to remember. So everything is push. And there's some similarities to actual vehicles in terms of placement. So, like an actual vehicle, the right button or the right pedal is throttle. So you push forward by pushing the right trigger. Now, in the same location to push forward, if you want to push even harder, get some extra, you get your boost. So it's the same spot. If you're trying to push your car forward, it's these two buttons here. Now, the opposite is the other side. Unlike a car, it's on the left side. It's your brake. And it's also the same button to reverse, right? So you push backwards by pushing on the left button. Push backwards. Push forward, right button. Now, if you need to slide around, I've put that beside the brake because it's also a brake technically, right? Power slide is a e-brake. So both brake buttons are in the same spot. Okay, now if you need to turn, whether your car's in the air, it's very easy to accidentally do either push forward or backwards. So if I'm trying to turn like that, it's easy to accidentally pull back or push forward at the same time. It's good to practice getting a feel for how to actually just turn. So then, see there, push forward. Okay. So you get feedback right away, adjust. Spend time knowing that you can whenever you need to. So yeah, it's very easy to pull too much forward or backward. So a way to kind of get a sense of what the joystick is to imagine your vehicle right now. If your vehicle's up this way, imagine that this is the joystick. You pull back, pulls forward, right? Push forward, pull back, forward, back. If you need to turn, like literally pulling the joystick to the left to pull the nose to the left, right? It's useful for when you're going up for an aerial and you need to have the nose of your car pointing in the direction that you're trying to go. If you see your nose of your car as your joystick, then it's pretty intuitive to just push it in the direction that you're trying to have your car go. Now, it's easier to maintain car control while spinning because then you can very easily limit exactly how much motion you're doing to one side or another. And you don't have to pull back to try to cancel that momentum because it gets absorbed into the spin. It allows you to keep control over your car. It takes a while to get this kind of control though. Definitely easier if you've broken down what the actual motions do. So what it means to pull backwards, push forward, angle, angle, and of course the infamous tornado spin. Just pushing up and to the right, down and to the right, and just straight to the right is enough for you to be able to turn from straight here. If I need to turn to the right, go here, and to the left there. I'm not really trying to go into great depth here, but rather the main reason for this video is the bindings themselves. Hopefully this has made some sense. I feel as though I probably could have explained my reasoning a little bit better. I'm hoping it's clear regardless though, and that you can see why having your throttles and your brakes in the same places. So if you need to push forward, it's always the same spot. If you need to pull backwards, same spot. And then your joystick not being used for air roll at all, then you always just know, your brain just knows it only does one thing, right? There's not two mappings for what your joystick does while pressing air roll versus not. So you know if you do need to roll your car around, you're always having to press the same button, and then eventually it becomes automatic, and you don't have to think about, oh, which one should I use? Should I use regular air roll? Oh, too late, the shot's gone, right? You just automatically move your car where it needs to go. I would say not having regular air roll is fairly insignificant piece of advice. The other things make more of a difference in my opinion. Yeah, so hopefully this helps someone out.